So hope everyone's doing okay. I just want to send you lots of love and let's just do our practice. We just got to keep moving forward. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So, in a way, I think fear, grief is good. We're going to experience that. Fear is not a helpful emotion, or it might be. I mean, you might be able to use it, but um, anyway, we just keep moving forward the best we can. And for now, we're going to do our purification practice. And we just come back, as they say in yoga, you just come back to the mat, bring everything to the mat. So here in our meditation class, we can bring everything to our seat. Bring everything back to your meditation cushion. And feet flat on the floor, about a hip's width apart. And you can just really try and feel the soles of the feet on the ground. So this is a time of, it's possible we're moving into a time of chaos and turmoil. And through all this time, we can keep coming back to our breath. We can keep coming back to the soles of the feet. This is our connection with the earth. Have your feet about a hip's width apart, shoulders aligned with the hips, and imagine your spine is this beautiful string of pearls of light that stretch from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. And you can just also imagine your ears aligned with the shoulders. And bring your attention to the crown of the head and just relax your scalp. Release any tension there. Relax the forehead and the eyes, the nose, the cheeks. So just release any tension in the face. Relax the ears, the jaw, the back of the head, the back of the neck. Allow your shoulders and shoulder blades to drop down. Relax the throat and the chest and the belly and all of your limbs. Have your hands just resting comfortably in your lap. And just bring your attention to the breath. So right now, it's just important to keep breathing, You might notice that you've slowed your breathing down, or you've maybe stopped breathing, or just keep it regular, keep it steady. So the air might be slightly cooler as you inhale, a little bit warmer as you exhale. And then bring your attention to any sound in your environment, just allowing those sounds to be there. Trying not to follow with the mind. And then notice the thoughts that are arising in the mind. And just allow those thoughts to be there, sort of. Give yourself permission. Try not to judge what's there. And then bring to mind all the people of your life, your very precious ones, loved ones, strangers, the ones you don't like. And imagine they're all they can be interchangeable, these relationships. They're all equal. They all want to be happy. People generally don't want to suffer. I mean, this suffering can present learning situations and strengthening situations. You know, genuinely, people don't like to suffer. There's further south from here in Los Angeles, a whole neighborhood has just burned down this afternoon. I mean, this is the kind of thing people do not want in their lives. So we all do our best to try and avoid suffering. And we all have this extraordinary capacity for a Buddha mind. So think there is no negativity that can't be purified. And we're doing this practice for all these people of our life. This process is psychological. So we create positivity with our mind. So equally, we can create negativity. Sorry, God. We create negativity with our mind. Equally, we can create positivity. It's better said that way around. I think we start with this power of regret. So sincerely regret from the depths of your heart anything you have done to harm any living being on this life, in this life, in all past lives, on this day, and think of specific actions of your body and your speech. And then just generally regret all. And the reason to regret is based on this logic of karma. And we're doing everything due to our past karma, our past actions, and having harmed others. We ourselves will necessarily experience suffering in the future, and we cannot bear the thought of any future suffering that we will experience. We know from our present suffering we don't want any more, so logically it makes sense to remove the karmic seeds before they ripen as future suffering for us. So think like this: I regret from the depths of my heart having harmed others with my body and my speech, having broken my vows, because I do not want the future suffering. I'm sick of suffering. And also regret any anger, attachment, and the rest that are the cause of why we harm others. And think again, I'm sick of this suffering. And then think, what can I do about it? Whom can I turn to? So here we come to this power of reliance. So we turn to the Buddha, who we see as a doctor, who has these methods that we can use to purify. And we're really not wanting Buddha to forgive us. We're purifying ourselves by relying upon his medicine. So you imagine Vajrasattva above the crown of your head. You can also imagine this is your teacher manifesting in this form as your benefit. And he's made of this beautiful, radiant, blissful white light, sitting cross-legged on a white lotus and a moon cushion. And he has a beautiful, radiant face. His eyes are long and peaceful and full of love and compassion for you and all those people of your life. His arms are crossed at his heart. The left is underneath the right. The left holds a bell representing wisdom, and the right is holding a vajra, which represents the indestructibility of compassion. And their being crossed represents the union of these two, and this symbolizes enlightenment, the development of infinite wisdom and infinite compassion. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. So we have, again, this section on compassion. Compassion is developing a sense of wishing others to be free from suffering, free from harm. So think about people that we've harmed, and then think about people who've harmed us, and particularly think about those people, because the harm they've caused you is going to result as suffering in the future. So I think we'll do have a strong aspiration to do this practice, this purification practice, for all these people of our life. for all sentient beings. Think I must purify for their sake. And now we come to this power remedy, and this is the medicine doing the practice of purification. And we start with the body. And Vajrasattva very compassionately sends powerful white nectar, like coming out of a hose, quite forcefully from his heart. And it arcs around and enters your crown and pours into your entire body, filling you completely. And it keeps pouring into you until it forces out of your lower orifices all the harm you've ever done to any living being with your body in the form of inky liquid. And this pours out of you and disappears into space, not one atom left as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Jida Meboa Sitokaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tatagata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra A Hum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Jida Meboa Sitokaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta meboa sawa sidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tatagata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe vajrasattva samaya manupalaya vajrasattva dina patita jida meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawa sidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuru hum ha 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 ho bhagavan Sawa Tatagata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra A Hum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Jida Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawa Sidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tatagata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra A Hum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Jida Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sabasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tatagata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra A Hum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Jida Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta meboa sawa sidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuru hum ha ho bhagavan sawa tatagata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe vajrasattva samaya manupalaya vajrasattva dina patita Jida meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawa sidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tatagata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra A Hum Pe. So be delighted that all the harm you've ever done to any sentient being with your body is completely purified, and think that there's no way you could do anything but benefit others now with your body. And next is this purification of our speech. And Vajrasattva very happily sends powerful nectar from his heart chakra, and it arcs around and quite forcefully enters your crown and fills your entire body, except this time forcing up to the top of your body all the negativity of your speech, and this overflows and disappears into space, not one atom left. So just imagine that all the gossip and the harsh speech and the useless speech and lying and talking about others behind their backs, getting other people to agree with you, all of this is purified by this powerful nectar filling you as we recite the mantra again. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Jida Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tatagata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra A Hum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Jida meboa, situkaya meboa, sipokaya meboa, anarakta meboa, sawasidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me, Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra Ahum Pe and Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Dina Patita Jida Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra Ahum Pe and Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sata Ahum Pe and Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sata Ahum Pe and Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sata Ahum Pe and Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra Ahum Pe. So again, feel quite happy that your speech is now completely purified and imagine it's not possible to do anything but benefit others now with your speech. And next is this purification of our mind, and Vajrasattva very compassionately sends powerful beams of light from his heart chakra, and this arcs around and enters your crown and fills your entire being. So you imagine you've walked into a room, it's pitch black, and you flick on the switch, and the light dispels the darkness instantly. So just imagine, just as the light hits your heart chakra, all the darkness of the negativity of your mind, so all our attachment and neediness and anger and bitterness and grudges, depression, anxiety, resentment, jealousy, all of this instantly dispelled, not one atom left as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra Ahum Pe Am Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra Ahum Pe and Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sata Ahum Pe and Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sata Ahum Pe and Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sata Ahum Pe and Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriam Guru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra A Hum Pe Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Dina Patita Drita Meboa Situkaya Meboa Sipokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sitam Me Sitam Shriam Guru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Vajramami Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satra A Hum Pe. So again, be delighted that all your delusions, which are the source of all of our own suffering and the cause of why we harm others with our body and our speech, are completely purified. And think there's no space in your heart now for anything other than love and kindness and forgiveness and wisdom and bliss and compassion. And next is the purification of even the imprints of negativity of the body, speech, and mind. And this time, imagine that Vajrasattva sends light and nectar, and it fills you completely and eradicates even the subtlest imprints of negative energy from your mind, from our consciousness. Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita drita meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa anarakta meboa sawasidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriam guru hum ha ho bhagavan sawatata gata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita drita meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawasidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriam guru hum ha ho bhagavan sawatata gata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita drita meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawasidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriam guru hum ha ho bhagavan Sawatata gata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita drita meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa anarakta meboa sawasidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriam guru hum ha ho bhagavan sawatata gata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita drita meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa anarakta meboa sawasidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriam guru hum ha ho bhagavan sawatata gata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita drita meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawasidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriam guru hum ha ho bhagavan sawatata gata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita drita meboa situkaya meboa sipokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawasidi mimpi yatsa sawa kama sita me sitam shriam guru hum ha ho bhagavan Sawatata gata vajramami mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya satra a hum pe. So now feel you are completely purified. Not one atom of negativity left in your mind stream. Even the subtlest obscurations to your enlightenment have been removed. And now we come to this power of resolve. And this is the fourth and final step in the purification process. It's a really crucial one. And this is this determination to not harm with our body and our speech and our mind. So without this kind of determination, we're just going to keep doing the same old things over and over again. And this determination, this aspiration to not harm becomes like a beacon that guides our body and our speech and our mind in new directions. So we think of, first of all, rejoicing in your efforts coming along here tonight, today, very, very late for some. And think of something you'd like to work on between now and tomorrow. And this determination, this decision we make to not harm gives us strength to change. And imagine Vajrasattva's delighted with us, wants to merge with your mind and melts into white light and absorbs into you through your crown. And think, my teacher's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and my own body, speech, and mind are the same. So next, Lama Zopa Rinpoche would recommend to meditate on emptiness. So in emptiness, there is no I, the creative negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. So at whatever level you understand emptiness, just place your mind there for a little while. We can think of all phenomena as empty. They do not exist from their own side. You can also think that the way things appear to me may not necessarily be the way they actually exist. So let's just dedicate all the merit, all the positive energy you've created doing this practice to all living beings, and think, may all the virtuous karma I have created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. So let's just do our 3 verses. Oh, well done. Where are we up to? Okay. Oh, omnipresent Lord, for my well-being, with due concern for me and for my sake, that I may reach complete awakening upon the basis of illusion's net, and for the sake of every living being sunk deep into the mud of ignorance, their thoughts disturbed by various afflictions, so that they may obtain the highest fruit. May you, the most supreme awakened one, the blessed one, the world's guru and teacher, who knows the great Samaya's reality, aware of wishes and abilities. So I hope you will realize that there's 21 people in this room. Those verses were recited 21 times. So even though we've done it, this is where on our 3rd round, if there's been around about 20 people in the room each time we've done it, that's that many times multiplied. So actually we've done quite a lot together as a group. So I think it's pretty cool. I also wanted to remind everyone, if you want to take your mind off things this weekend, me and Venerable Angie are leading a ritual training down at Vajrapani Institute. You can join online if you wish. You can come in and out. If you're online, you can come in and out of different sessions. And we'll be doing prostrations and mudra and chanting and all the kind of like water bowl offerings, all these kind of basic things. So it should be fun and interesting. And we already have about 33 people online and about 9 also people in the Gompa. So it should be fun. But if you feel like you want a bit of, I don't know, Buddhist entertainment over the weekend, you can come and join us. Will it be recorded? Likely. Do you sign up through Santa Fe? No, go to Vajrapani Institute in Boulder Creek, California.
Venerable Katie, will that be then on YouTube? Just
I don't
from my
know.
end of town, it's a time
difficult, right?
Yeah, middle of the night, all night.
I know, right? So let me check with Venerable Angie and see what they're talking about. Yes, Vajrapani.
Yeah.
So I think it's vajrapani.org or something like that. So if you are interested, yes. And Gabe and Jay, you might be able to, because the sessions finish at 8:30 at night. So if you could join in the middle of the day, because it's 8 o'clock here now. So if it's the middle of the day for you, you could do the evening session. Our evening session would be daytime for you.
Okay.
Anyway, if you're interested. All right. Lots of love, everybody. And let's have a strong wish for His Holiness the Dalai Lama to live long, for the swift return of our precious Lama Zopa Rinpoche, and for all your teachers to live long. Okay, lots of love. Thank you so much for hosting. I'm assuming it was Shayla and okay.